Hello Explorers, Kitty Explorer here, and today I am here to talk about what is slow travel. Slow travel is the better way to travel the world, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you should start or try to implement slow travel. So make sure you stay to the end so you can know what the most beneficial thing is about slow travel that we're going to talk about in today's video. But just to let you know, I am Kitty Explorer, and here on my channel I talk about all things photography, travel, and sustainability. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's free for you to do so you can be notified when all of my videos are released. So let's get into today's video. So let's jump into the first benefit of why traveling slow is great. You get to really become part of that local community. You get to really learn the culture. You get to learn and meet people in that area. Now, mind you, when we're fast and busy and we have to, get back home and we're rushing through and we're only there for a weekend, we're not really interacting with the locals. We're not really seeing what the locals see. We're hitting those tourist spots, getting in and getting out. And you're not really learning that location that much. Yeah, you could say you've been there, but have you truly been there until you can fully immerse yourself in that local community and culture? And going along with that, number 2 is that you get to support the local economy. When you're going through so quickly for a weekend trip or even a week-long trip, you're not really giving your money to the local small businesses and making the economy thrive. You're going through, rushing through. You may be with a large tour company and you're flying a major airline that is definitely not supporting that local community in the way you think it should be. So when you are able to slow down and actually spend some time at that location, you're able to meet the local vendor, the local tailor, your local baker, and really support those local businesses and give back to the community that you're taking from by being there. Now, this definitely benefits you. But the third benefit is avoiding travel burnout. Now, who has been on a weekend trip or a week-long trip and you're like, I gotta do this, and this because I might not ever come back here? That causes you to be burned out. Like, raise your hand if you have went on vacation and then you need another vacation when you get back from the vacation. I know I have been there. I have been places before. I traveled places before, and I am completely exhausted. Not just because of jet lag, because I did way too much. And yes, I understand you may not ever travel there again. I get that because I have that in my mind all the time, but you can't do everything. So if you want to see all of those things and really experience the place you're going to, make sure you stay longer and slow down your travel so you can avoid that burnout and not need another vacation when you get back home. And the last benefit and the most important benefit of traveling slow is that it reduces your carbon footprint. And you might say, how? How does that work? Well, when you're traveling a lot, you're doing a lot of weekend trips, and I have been guilty. I am learning to do better, as you should too. But when you're doing this weekend trip to Europe or you're flying across the US for a few days, you're using so much carbon in a plane. Your personal footprint is going up the more flights that you fly. Therefore, if you're flying to Europe, for example, fly to your base. Maybe your base is going to be Paris. And then you're able to take the train and go see other places in Europe because the train is way more environmentally friendly than a plane. I was on the Eurail a few months ago, and it said on there that 1 plane ride is equal to 13 train rides. Just imagine, like, that's insane how much carbon you're putting into the air. And imagine there is so many more people that can ride a train than a plane, and you're using way less energy from the planet to get from point A to B. And the trains in Europe work pretty effectively. Now, obviously in the US, we don't have a good train system like that, right? But take less flights. If you are a person who travels a lot like I do, try to go somewhere longer. And if you are in the US or a place where it doesn't have a functioning train system, drive around your local area or just stay in that local city and really fully immerse yourself in it instead of flying to LA, then flying to San Diego. You can easily take the train there. There is a train, a Pacific train that goes that way. Or fly to LA and then fly to Denver and then fly to San Antonio. That's crazy. You're bouncing all over the place. Pick an area, pick a region and stay within that region and have that one flight in, tour the region, and then take the one flight out and find other alternatives to getting around that area. And that's why it's important for slow travel, because slow travel, you're flying less, you're taking your time to explore places, because when you're fast traveling, you're like, I gotta take 5 planes for my whole trip and take a plane for a week. That is so much waste of carbon into our planet, which we don't need that. We have a lot of issues, a lot of forest fires, a lot of flooding, a lot of droughts going on right now. We don't need to add fuel to the fire, okay? Definitely start to do slower travel, start to make the transition. Now, granted, if you are a person who only flies once a year, okay, then make your one trip, because you're not flying that much. I don't say it's the best thing, but make the one trip and that's it. But if you're someone who's trying to fly all the time and try to see all these different places, do it the best way so you don't harm the planet, so the planet can still be here for us to see these places in the future and for future generations. I know, you're probably saying, well, Keita, how can I afford slow travel? So I will be talking about how you can save money, get money, and how to travel a little more efficiently with your money next week in next week's video. So make sure you subscribe and have the notification bell hit so you can get those tips about traveling for less and traveling smarter and traveling even for free sometimes. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned for that, because I'll have a completely different video dedicated just for travel and your money. So I hear you, I know, because I am a former accountant and I think about those things, and I am conscious about my money and not spending too much of it. So make sure you stay tuned for that video, which will help you having enough money to travel slower. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned what slow travel is. And if you didn't get the picture from listening to my benefits, slow travel means you're just taking your time. You're not speeding through a place and being harmful to that environment, that society, and that population of people. You're not being harmful to your body, and you're using your money a little more effectively and efficiently. So that is what slow travel is, and I hope you learn the benefits of it and you will try to practice it so you can do better for yourself, the environment, and that local community. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. It is free for you to do so, and it supports my channel so I can provide more and better content to you in the future. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Leave any questions or comments you have down below about this topic of traveling slow. And make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and social media networks. Oh, and please make sure you go on over to KeitaExplorer.darkroom.tech, because I have new photos up in my shop from Paris and London. So you may want to buy you an artistic print to decorate your space. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day now wherever in the world you are. Bye.